You know, looking into northern New England, the snow not so bad at the moment. Here's the snow depth map behind me, and that is where the snow is still on the ground. In feet, by the way, in the Adirondack Mountains, the Green and White Mountains, the Boundary Mountains up in northern Maine, and the Blue Mountains as well. Even the southern Berkshires, not too bad at the moment, but we've really been struggling with winter here across southern New England into Pennsylvania and parts of upstate New York, really looking south of I-90. That said, we do have another major storm on the way, and that storm will bring another dose of winter. It all begins further to the west. Let me show you here on the upper level energy map. You'll see this big area of energy right here. The red is where the energy is really high. We're going to follow this further to the east through the Midwest, and then you'll notice something else. Yes, the storm is still very much present as it moves further through the Midwest, but you'll also notice this stripe further to the south. A lot of energy coming in further to the south too. Well, those two areas, guess what? They're going to meet up and join forces, and that's how we get our big storm heading into the Mid-Atlantic and the Northeast Monday and Tuesday. Here you go. The big picture early next week. Our dip in the jet again coming from the west, also bringing in a little bit of cooler air that's going to aid that snow development in the interior Northeast. That storm moves further to the north, and you'll also notice it strengthens. We'll give you the bullet points here as we start the week. Again, that storm strengthening as it moves up toward the New England coastline. You are going to see the heaviest snow in the interior Northeast, especially looking into the mountain ranges. And a big concern for this coming week, a blizzard in northern New England, specifically honing in on New Hampshire, parts of the Merrimack Valley, especially the northern valley. I do think we could have some problems. Gusty winds, a little more widespread, coastal flooding, especially in northern New England, and I would not be shocked to see power outages and some coastal erosion as well. So just make sure you're staying weather aware. It's not really a great week to be out on the water. Let's talk about the big picture here. Monday, the two storms again starting to join forces. The storm along the coast strengthening, the one coming in from the west weakening. Even still, you can see that big band of bright blue across cities like, let's say, Albany out toward Binghamton as the snow starts to fall even into Springfield and Chicopee, Massachusetts. By the time we're done with this storm on Tuesday, this is what we get. If you live in Montpelier, Vermont, if you live in Berlin, you're looking in that 6 to 12 inch range. Again, the highest elevations in the mountains with the absolute most snow, especially into northern New England. But again, even the Catskills and parts of the Berkshires, you can see some bulky snow too. Buffalo, you're just on the edge of 1 to 3. And if you live in, let's say, the office, heading to Scranton, you're in that 3 to 6 inch range. That 1 to 3 also heads down the Alleghenies and the highest elevations of the Allegheny Mountains in the 3 to 6. But there's a trick to this. If either of those two storms that's helping to cause the snow moves just a little bit, those numbers will change. And if that happens, of course, we'll be telling you all about it. The other part of this system is what happens after it's gone. Look at all the cold air coming in. Monday, Tuesday, even Wednesday. It gets all the way into the Mid-South. The Tennessee Valley, you start to become freezing, dare I say, and we could see some big problems as a result. Look, you're getting to that point in the year where you're seeing crops in parts of the Mid-South start to bloom. Looking at places like Nashville, Birmingham, Atlanta, Charlotte, Raleigh, Montgomery. I think I've named enough cities here. On Wednesday morning, it could get cold enough that we see a damaging frost and freeze. Look at the temperatures in Nashville. Those overnight lows below freezing in the upper 20s as you're waking up on Wednesday.
Hey, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this video, check out these other videos here and be sure to subscribe for new content and the latest weather news from AccuWeather.